The latest on the Hot Rod Tour of Texas, it's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show.
Yay.
Just ahead, we visit with Kate Garcia. I had to think about it. Thinking, Kate Garcia, we had her Thursday night. Oh no, we're going to play back a video that I did with her. She's the manager, the street manager for the city of Victoria. Thank you, Don. I am awake, I promise. Not really. I'll give you my thoughts on driving the 2025 Genesis GV80 Coupe. And Jeff has the Motor Minute on this segment of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy. Along with, you know who down there. We call him Mike Mars.
Just don't tell anybody.
Over here we always need more Jeff Ziegler.
We do.
Back here we have Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong today. That's before I get arrested later on this afternoon. That'll probably start around noon when we go off the air. 2-hour show today.
2-hour show.
2-hour show. And we're here at the Spindle Tap Brewery. Lots of seating ahead of us here that you can't see.
It'll fill up in
and
no
then there's
time.
also the camera that we have outside. Can you pull that up,
There
Jeff?
it is.
There it is.
We got some folks rolling in. We were actually here a little before 8. They were rolling in a little after 8. The folks you see there, the Corvette and the pickup truck with the hood open, they were here a little after 8 this morning.
Well, I'm familiar with that because the first year, this is the fourth year for the Hot Rod Tour of Texas. The fourth year now that we're in, there are those of us that get up early and kind of jump the line, so to speak, because everybody else is making their way up here. So they're headed down 1960 and over here at Hirsch Road and where we are at Spindle Tap Brewery. Mm-hmm. We're off of 59, the East Tex Freeway, if you're familiar with Houston, and the really kind of close to the Beltway, just inside the Beltway, for those that want to know.
Yep.
Okay, so we have a very special guest that I got to talk to and be with on Thursday evening, which was really the kind of the gathering, the kickoff. You get your package of stuff from the Hot Rod Tour, and you get to walk around the square. And well, I can tell you all of that right now. Check this out. Hello and welcome to Victoria, Texas. We're down here in De Leon Plaza, which I like to call the square of Victoria. Is that okay?
Yes, the heart of Victoria.
It is, and it's wonderful down here. It kind of reminds me of so many county seats in Texas.
Yes.
Yeah, but the county seat is not here.
I mean, we've got the beautiful county courthouse.
That's it. That's the courthouse, but it's not in the middle, which is so typical of so many. Mm-hmm. So the Hot Rod Tour of Texas, and welcome. This is the kickoff evening. Here we are on Thursday night. Yes, I know that you're seeing this on Saturday morning, but we wanted to make this kind of part of our show on Saturday morning so you can get a feeling, a taste of what is in store for us on the tour every time we come down here to Victoria for the start of the Hot Rod Tour. Thursday night, it's a big kickoff night. Everybody gathers up, and we're going to be here for a few hours.
Yes.
Then we all go back to our hotels, get a good night's sleep because we're up early in the morning to head out of town with all of the Victoria Police Department and others to guide us out of town.
Yes.
So much fun. But let's concentrate on the square here, okay, shall we? So as you can see, as we're going to walk down the street here, and you'll see all of the cars that are gathered up. By the way, speaking of which, there's a parking problem here tonight.
A little bit.
You know, I got here
more than normal.
Yeah, I got here at 4:30 tonight, and the problem was that all of these were already taken. So the question is, what time do they start showing up? 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
About 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yes.
Oh
yeah. It's a long day, but there's lots of wonderful shops that surround the plaza. That, I mean, there's beautiful restaurants down this way. Lots of boutiques, you know, over here that just surround the square. That anybody that comes to visit has almost a full day, if not a whole weekend. of shopping and eating and
So
playing.
Kate, I get the feeling that it wasn't always this way. I mean, back 100 years ago it may have
Mm-hmm.
been, but there was probably a period of redevelopment. How long
Yes.
ago was that?
So I would say that it probably really kicked off in about 2020. Main
Oh, that's a
Street
good
program.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, right in the middle of COVID.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're in the planning phase. It was a nice quiet time to plan.
I got it.
Yeah, but Main Street program had existed in Victoria as a nonprofit in 2010, and in 2020 the city combined with them to really kind of compound, if you will, their efforts to revitalize the downtown area. And so I would say that we have slowly
I'm just going
and
to say,
steadily.
so let me think. You think it's worked?
I always say I feel like my hair's on fire, and when I'm making my reports to council and I see how many events get held in the downtown area,
Yeah.
over 800 a yeeve.
800
all
events, yeah.
sizes.
Well, you know, just a few moments ago before we talked again, since we met this
Mm-hmm.
evening, I thought, you know, this would be a great destination, not only for the Hot Rod Tour
Absolutely.
start, but for the car clubs that are in Houston, and there's got to be hundreds of them.
Yes.
And this is a perfect Saturday or Sunday road trip from
It really
Houston.
is.
You got the highway, no construction
A
once you
straight
get out of
shot.
Rosenberg.
Yes.
No, it's straight on here.
The ever-growing
And-
Houston.
I know, and you know, speed limit out there on the highway is 75 miles
It
an
is
hour.
a great
I know.
little zip, literally.
Yeah, and you can get out here and open it up. This is something that you would like to have here, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, I was just kind of drooling over this 1967 Camaro I saw back in the back.
Yes.
I said, that has to be a 67 or a 68, right? Because
See,
then
look
you
at
get
you.
the headlight flares in the 69, and he goes, it's a 67,
Look
you
at
got
you.
it.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm thinking, you know, this is a great destination because of all the things that are offered here in the square. So when you have a car club that wants to come down to Victoria, make this kind of like a lunch stop before they head back out to Houston for the end of the day, what do you have to offer here? Clearly you have all the restaurants and bars and that sort of stuff, which is tons
Yeah.
of fun. But I guess if you got a car club that's big enough that you can probably do some special things for them.
Oh yes, yeah. If you get with my department, we'll usually get with Joel over at the Convention Visitors Bureau, Discover Victoria. You know, we can put together tours. We can, you know, hook you up with events. We can give you itineraries, all sorts of things. I mean, I think the sky's the limit if we tailor it. You know,
Yeah.
you let us know what you're interested in. Are you interested in history? Are you interested in events? Are you interested in pub crawls? You know, we can almost do
Pub
it all.
crawls. That checks my box.
Right? Same.
Yeah. Oh, are we going too fast, Mike?
Yeah. It's the excitement.
It's only been 5 minutes.
Okay, good. So right now the symphony is playing down here, and this is a thing that you started last year with the Hot Rod Tour.
Well, I would love to take credit for it because it's such an amazing event. But we actually, Symphony has been doing their downtown rhythms for about 29 years now.
Really?
And,
Where did they play before the pavilion was
They
built?
played here. They played in the street. Parks and Recreation would pull a mobile stage out into the middle of the street, which was Forest Street. And they would, I mean, it would be early wee hours in the morning. They would pull that stage here, and Symphony would set up in front of it. We'd block the roads, and they'd play right in the middle of a
And
street.
it was a
like we're
full
standing
house, no
in.
doubt.
Full house, no doubt.
Yeah.
And then Bobby came over and he was like, hey, he's meeting with Joel, and he said, I want to bring Hot Rod Tour downtown.
Yeah.
It's super cool. Y'all are doing amazing things,
Yeah.
and I want to be part of it. I want the fourth Thursday of the month in April. And I said, we can't step on the Symphony's toes. That's a 29-year holding date for them.
Right.
So we put
The two-
Symphony,
the two
we put
together.
Symphony and
How
Hot Rod in
beautiful
the
was
same
that?
room, and it's been kismet since.
I love
yes,
that.
They
That-
work
that-
beautifully together.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, two demographics you would never think would go together. Go
Oh.
together like peanut butter and jelly.
You know, us Hot Rod guys, we like everything. You know, last year we went to a drive-in movie on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff that us Hot Rodders like.
Yeah.
We like regular stuff, but to put everybody together, and you know,
Yes.
it's all the get-together with like people that love cars and hot rods.
Yes, and
And
you know.
apparently we're pulling you in.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So what kind of hot rod truck do you have?
I have a truck. I don't know
Yes?
if it's a hot rod truck,
Uh-huh.
but I need a Chevy 1500. four-door, so I pull my horse with it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So that's my end. That's why I've got a
But you see,
pickup truck.
I mean, there are things like this that you could pull the horse trailer with.
There was this. I think this truck right here was a 1500 diesel, and I yelled at him, "You want to trade?" I don't think he heard me. Want trade?
Yeah, this is a beautiful car here. This
It's
classic
gorgeous.
60s GTO.
I love that color.
But this is the one I have kind of picked out for you here with the horse trailer because it's got a lot of character to it.
Absolutely.
Like
yes.
you. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so the symphony is playing over here, and I think that what we need to do is we need to kind of walk over there and probably get a taste of that. You had mentioned the courthouse earlier, so on the way over there, let's stop by the courthouse over here. If you don't.
I think the second courthouse was built in like the 1890s or so.
Wow. Well, this is beautiful.
But I mean,
with
it's
the
gorgeous.
clock tower, I'm
Yes.
thinking Back to the Future. How about you?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, for sure.
Come
yes,
on.
they've been doing some work on the courthouse recently, getting it all spruced up.
Now,
so
I met this guy. This is an absolutely stunningly beautiful car.
it's gorgeous.
And let's see what it says. This is a 37 Ford Roadster with a
I
beautiful
think I
motor
could fit
in
in
it.
this one.
Huh?
I think I could fit in this
Yeah,
one.
you look good in this one, right behind the wheel there. And maybe
I
put
can
a
see it
trailer hitch
now.
on it for the horse trailer.
Right? Yes.
So let's walk into the park, Mike. So those of you that are watching this on a Saturday morning, Hot Rod Tour is underway, and we're making the stop at the Spindle Tap Brewery in the north side of Houston. And from there, I can't tell you where we go because it's been held a deep secret because, as it turns out, there are people that like to cheat the system, and that's such a thing. Yeah. And they go, well, I don't want to drive down to Victoria, but
Yeah, you do.
I'm here in Houston, so I'll just join them up there at the Spindle Tap Brewery on a
Oh,
Saturday.
yeah.
So there's that. They
They're
kind
gonna
of
miss all
like
the
jump the line.
beauty.
They jumped the line. Not fair.
Not
but
fair.
you know, those of us that we came down here last year here. I've been on the tour since its inception 4 years ago, and out there on Navarro Street. And are you
Yes.
familiar with the? Yeah.
Yes,
It's a Kawasaki dealer or something out there. They cleared out the lot for us. Well, that lasted for 2 years, and they busted at the seams.
Yes.
Because all of us
That's
guys.
exactly what Bobby said when he came to us. He said, I need bigger. I need more space.
Yeah. So next year, the goal is that we're going to have specialized parking for those that can't park in the spaces right around the square here.
Oh.
There's a challenge for you.
I'm always up for a
I
challenge.
know you are. So at any rate, so we're going to walk over here, and Mr. Mars, if you'll stay there, and we're going to walk up here, and we're going to listen to the symphony for a second. Listen,
It's always so much fun listening to them.
I know, and look at the turnout here,
It's amazing.
Isn't it?
I love it.
don't you?
Yes.
I know
so
you're
many
probably
people.
thinking, oh, I want to get home, but oh no.
No, how
This
can
is-
you think that? It's everybody that you see. If you don't know them, you want to know them.
Yeah.
Everybody is so
Kind of
friendly
like
here.
me. Kind of like that
Exactly.
crazy phone call that you got a couple of days ago going, Kate, you don't know me, but.
Hey, I say, but I want to know you.
Yeah. There you go. And once you were described to me, I picked you out immediately and said,
Yes.
There's my person right
Yes.
there. Yeah,
Short,
exactly.
brunette, and fiery.
Yeah, that's it. So anyway, the symphony from Victoria Symphony.
Just celebrated their
Fantastic.
50th
and
year.
You know, the fun thing about it is you've got high school bands. You even had the grade school singers out
Yes.
here earlier. So it doesn't stop. It
It
continues
doesn't
on.
stop. You
Now,
got to grow your
Did
community.
you line all this up? How did that all come about?
I like to say I put the right people in the room together, and then everything else just kind of works itself out. You know, the symphony. The beautiful thing about this partnership is that the symphony and the Hot Rod Tour both find value in partnerships.
Yep.
So, you know, there's so many people out there, I want my own thing. But there's so many nonprofits and there's so many community organizations here
Yes.
that love to partner with each other. And I mean, and there's just this buzz happening at the plaza right now. What's going on today?
Cars.
Cars!
Yeah,
Cars
and awesome
music.
cars
Oh,
from all
yes.
over the state of Texas too.
All over.
Yeah, and that's one of the really nice things about this.
Yes.
You know, I think that Bobby and Jeremy had visions of this, but they didn't know how big it would become so quickly. Because all of us car guys like events like this.
Yes.
And getting new friends and talking and having a good time.
Yes, and it's so friendly here. Everybody is so inviting
Yes,
and
they
so
are.
hospitable. I mean, it's just, you can't run into a stranger
I
here.
have to tell you, so in all the years that I lived in Houston, Victoria was kind of like a pass-through getting down to Corpus
Yes.
Christi or down to the valley. This is a
Yep.
stop.
We've always been known as the Crossroads. We're like, we're not the Crossroads. We're Victoria.
Yeah.
We're a destination.
yeah.
Come here.
Yeah, come here.
Spend a weekend here. We're so close. It's, as you mentioned, it's a stretch of highway. You can't help but put the pedal to the metal on to
That's
get
it.
here.
That's exactly right. Kate, it's great to see you.
It's very
Thank
good
you
to
so
see
much.
you.
We really
Absolutely.
appreciate your time and sticking around for us because we had some technical
Hey,
issues here.
I'm always around.
Okay. Well, we'll be in touch and
Sounds
we're going to
great.
do this again.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
I'll hold you to it.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
We'll be back right after these messages. And just ahead, a review of the 2025 Genesis GV80 Coupe and Jeff's Motor Minute after this quick break on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show.
The Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition 2025 happens Saturday, December 13th from 8 to 11 a.m. and you'll want to be a part of it. Tailpipes and Tacos is the cruise-in everyone wants to attend, and the Christmas edition is extra special. Donate an unwrapped new toy and help yourself to a free Loopy Tortilla breakfast taco. There'll be adult beverages available for purchase too. And don't forget your ride. Just cruise in and you're automatically registered to compete for one of 3 famous Chili Pepper trophies: Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, and Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition will be held Saturday, December 13th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex, located at 703 West Grand Parkway, just south of the Katy Freeway in Katy. Oh, and don't forget to bring the kids. There'll be special trophies and goodie bags for them too. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition 25, Saturday, December 13th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex at 703 West Grand Parkway in Katy. Bring a toy, get a free breakfast taco, and enjoy the camaraderie. In Real Time will be there too.
Time to fire up those engines and pay tribute to the folks who make freedom possible. Bastrop's own Heroes in Hot Rods is rolling in for Veterans Day weekend. Friday night, downtown cruise. Saturday, 400 of the coolest rides in Texas. Proceeds help veterans, shelters, food pantries, and scholarships. Sponsored by Craig's Jewelry. November 7th and 8th, Main Street, Bastrop. Don't miss it.
And welcome back to the Hot Rod Tour of Texas. We are coming to you live now from the Spindle Tap Brewery in Houston's North Side. And Mr. Mars was upset because I cut his very hard work off on the video, and I apologize, Mars.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Now he's not speaking to me. I didn't know that you had spent 5 hours on the close of the video, but okay.
Dad and Dad are fighting.
Again, he's just mad at me. Oh, well. Time now.
All right, time now for this hour's car review. I had a chance to drive the 2025 Kia Sorento. Final assembly location is Hwaseong, Korea. Available trim levels, 2 of them, the EX and the SX Prestige. I had the hybrid SX Prestige all-wheel drive. This is called a small SUV, although it certainly doesn't seem small. 3 rows with 6 seats in it, all new in 2021. Exterior features include a signature Kia grille with orange daytime running lights. Yeah, kind of unusual there. Most of them today are white. Quad vertical tail lights, sunshade over the rear glass, and fake dual exhaust. Straight horizontal side sculpturing, and attractive, unique wheels. What I liked, this is one of the sharpest looking SUVs on the market today, in my opinion. What could use improvement? Maybe some more wheel options? I don't know. It seems pretty complete the way it is. Interior highlights, optional big screen for driving and infotainment, 12.3 inches to be exact. Quilted seat accents in this upscale model with a sculpted dash. Very nice. Dial shifter with a knob on the center console. A lot of people don't like it. I think it's perfect. It works great. Cargo and trunk room, well, it's got a small area with the third row up, with the third row down, no big deal. It's got plenty of room for all the groceries and plenty of luggage. What I liked? The near luxury feel of the interior. It really is a nice vehicle. I don't think anything could use improvement. It has a 1.6-liter turbocharged engine with a hybrid battery. Turns out in total, 227 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque through a 6-speed automatic transmission. This one was all-wheel drive. You can get this in front-wheel drive only. Tow rating, 1,654, so a couple of jet skis back there would be just fine. As far as miles per gallon are concerned, this is where it really shines. 34 city, 34 highway for combined a 34. I got 32.8 miles per gallon over 429.7 miles. Most of that is going to be on the highway. What I liked about it, the mileage and the engine, a fine marriage with the transmission. What could use improvement? Again, I don't know because it all seems to work so good. Ride and handling, very smooth. This is a luxurious ride for an SUV. I don't know how they do it, but it really works. What could use improvement? Nada. This SUV hits all the right notes. Be sure to check it out if you're in the market for a small 3-row SUV. Here's the pricing. The base trim price is $46,890. Now remember, this is the top of the line trim. Price is tested with a few options, $49,130. And remember, overall, the average price of a vehicle these days is $50,000, so that hits the sweet spot. But get this, the base model price on this is $38,690, and that could be in a lot more people's budget. Competitors, the Toyota Highlander Hybrid for $46,820, that's where it starts. The Toyota RAV4 Hybrid starts at $32,850. And the Honda CR-V Hybrid, which I haven't had a chance to drive but would like to, $30,920. Overall, this is a great vehicle. I give it high marks. If you're in the market for an SUV of any kind, I want you to check out this one. Even though it says it's a small SUV, it acts like a big one, and it acts like and looks like a luxury SUV. The 2025 Kia Sorento. This is the SX Prestige all-wheel drive version. And that's my review for this week.
Time now for the Motor Minute. Jeffrey has
All righty. Now, we're at the Hot Rod Tour of Texas. We've been here many, many, many years. Spindle tap. Everyone's bringing a hot rod. Do you know if these people do their hot rod restorations themselves or if they have a shop? You know, maybe a little bit of
combination.
Both. There are 1,207 auto restoration services in the state of Texas as of early this year. I counted them, which is 1.99% increase, almost a 2% increase from 2023. There's 875 auto restoration services, which is 72% of all restoration services in a single ownership operation, while the remaining 332, which is about 27%, are part of a larger brand. So you've got maybe multiple locations for some of these restoration shops as well. Dallas has 104. There are 247 in Houston. San Antonio's got 106. That's a lot for that little town. But Auto Restoration Services established a strong digital presence, so you can get on any of the platforms. Much like we are on a lot of platforms, you can find an auto restoration shop to fit your need, to fit your budget, to fit what you're looking for on your car. So these folks that are here, some of them brought 2 and 3 cars. Some of them have multiple drivers. Some of them have family members here. Even if you brought a hot rod here, you might have a couple at home still needing restoration. So that's a lot. 1,207 for the state of Texas across the board for auto restoration shops.
Well, you know as well as I do, that's how that starts.
Oh, yeah.
One guy.
Works
on his own car and says, man, I really like that. I'd like to do
tree
this for
and
a
it moves
living.
into a garage and then a 2-bay, and then pretty soon he's got a storefront and a brick and
mortar. You got
mortar.
any hot rod shops over there in Neaterville?
One or two. They've kind of moved more into Beaumont and up into the Silsbee area.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. It's
How far is Silsbee from you, Mars?
45 minutes.
That's all?
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
No,
In fact, I met a great guy from your area yesterday. I had a long conversation with him. No, he does not know you, but he had connection with the guy that had the 61 Imperial. That's a friend of his.
Yeah.
He has a green Nova that is to die for.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful car. His name is Buddy Dominique. He should be here today. If you get a chance, you need to meet him. And yeah, you need to connect with him. Really nice guy. He's got many cars, actually. And he used to do a lot of work himself, and now he's farming stuff out because, hey, let's face it, we're all getting old.
Yeah,
you can get on TikTok, YouTube, all the channels. There's 900 restoration shops on the websites that you have. So get out there. If you need a restoration shop, ask around here. Ask these folks here. And
get references.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And not that all references pan out.
Mm-hmm.
I've been referred to several places around town to get certain things in my car
on your hot
fixed.
rod.
Yeah, and not all of them have panned out.
That's true, but in some cases it's a trial and error. But again, network and ask questions.
Because I really don't want to take it back to the dealer, because does the dealer know more than the guy that specializes in the Corvettes? I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not. I know that he's been trained, but that doesn't mean that he's had a lot of work on a C5 Corvette.
Yeah, and you pull up in a 1969 whatever to a dealer, and they're going to probably ooh and ah over it, but turn you away.
Yeah, nobody knows how to fix it.
Exactly.
Wait a minute, it didn't have a computer in it? Well, we're
what
lost.
do you mean
we
it's
don't
got
know what
points?
We're doing.
Yeah.
Kind of like you, Mars. We just don't have
Points.
Well, it's exactly. So when I had to take the wife home yesterday. When I got home, one of the grandkids' car wouldn't start.
Oh, boy.
Wouldn't start. And
Would it crank?
It would crank. And then, so I got the code reader out, and I started reading the codes and everything, and I could smell
Well, there's
gas.
trouble there.
Well, it's not carbureted. I could smell gas, so it's flooding itself. The computer's doing weird things. I can't fix it. But I told her, I said, I don't have a carburetor. I don't have a distributor that can work on it.
You need to tinker with
it's
it.
too new
Yeah,
for me.
You can't tinker anymore.
I can't hit it with a hammer.
There you go. Or a
No,
bigger
you
hammer.
can do that.
Well, it gets real expensive.
Well, there was a guy. Somebody was hammering on their car at 10 o'clock the first night. Well, that's another story.
Hey,
And you know he broke down.
did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a guy out in the parking lot of the hotel on Thursday evening.
10 o'clock.
What I would say is a sledgehammer doing body work out there at 10 o'clock at night.
In the parking in front of the hotel.
But I really can't say a whole lot, because I remember back in the day with Bill Insurance Sites, and we went to a Corvette show up in Oklahoma City, and the buddy that I was rooming with, he decided that he needed to do some paint work, so he kind of taped off the bathroom and did some paint work with the compressor in the bathroom.
In the hotel?
At midnight. Knock, 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 knock. Sir, could you hold it down in there?
They were in the honeymoon
Figured
suite.
everybody would be asleep and nobody would hear him.
That's exactly right. Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email. The address is info@inwheeltime.com. Back after this quick break.
Who doesn't like a social event? How about one that centers around your love for all things automotive? Another Gulf Coast Auto Shield Car Social is back. Saturday, December 6th, 9 to noon at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. It's a morning packed with incredible cars, some of the finest rides in town, from classics to modern exotics. Here's your chance to talk to fellow car lovers. Grab a coffee and check out how Gulf Coast Auto Shield keeps these rides looking perfect. Meet the team. Take a look around the shop to see firsthand how Gulf Coast Auto Shield gets the most of the look you're trying to create. In Wheel Time will be there with their live car talk show. You might just be one of the guests. Don't miss this free, fun, and fast-paced car gathering of fellow car lovers and their rides. Saturday, December 6th at Gulf Coast Auto Shield, 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway. Bring your car, bring your friends, and bring your love for all things automotive. We'll see you then. The award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, YouTube, Facebook, and podcasts available from your favorite go-to source, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including driving destinations, Jeff's car culture, latest car news, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's all on InWheelTime.com. Join us.
From the fabuloso Hemi Hideout in Brookshire, Texas, USA, it's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, the Hovis Mopar collection, and you have not seen all of them.
Nope.
And we're about to show them to you. Jeff has the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll bring you the stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin sometimes. Our chief engineer, David Ainsley, has decided to join us today. Usually he's sleeping in at this hour of the day. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us. It's been a whirlwind of chaos here
it has.
at the In Wheel Time show booth.
We're going to blame it on the weather.
Are we set up to do?
It was raining.
Are we set up to do video pictures that we can show?
That's what I'm doing
everybody?
right now. What do you want to do?
Well, we start with one. How's that?
Let's see if I can pull that puppy up.
Okay. Are you ready? So John, started this. He was 18 years of age in 1970, so he's got a special place in his heart for 70 model cars. Okay. So our first car today that we're going to discuss is the 1970 Dodge Super Bee. In the collection. Is it in here today? I don't know as if it is or not. I see a yellow car over there, but it may or may not be it. Anyway,
It's back there.
it's called Banana Yellow exterior with a black interior. This has a 440 six-pack, 440 cubic inch V8, 3 two-barrel carburetors, and the N96, not mask, but hood scoop. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Torque Flight automatic transmission, power steering and AC, power front disc brakes. And here's the real clincher on this car. It's a numbers matching, one of only 599 built. That's pretty cool.
Yes,
Numbers
it
matching,
is.
one of 599. So congratulations, John. I know that he put a lot of thought in his collection when he was buying all of these back in the day. Before this place was built, he had the collection in a barn here on the property. Well, this has taken place of the barn, although I understand that the barn is still in use because not all the cars are inside the hideout to make room for people, tables, chairs, and that sort of stuff. Okay, next up on the list is the 1970 Plymouth Superbird.
Woo-hoo.
Now, this one kind of changed the landscape of NASCAR because it's got that big, weird nose on the front of it and that great big, sticks way above the roof line, rear spoiler on it, along with plenty of power and everything. If you see this car in person, you go, man, that's really weird looking. But boy, I'll tell you what, it certainly got the attention of NASCAR because it won all of the races that it was in. It was truly amazing. And then they banned it.
Yeah, they banned it.
Yeah.
They tried to make some changes to
accommodate it, but
Yeah.
no.
didn't happen.
And then it was kind of like the very first car that really worked on the aerodynamics of the cars. And that really changed the landscape of NASCAR.
It did.
And the cars didn't look like that after they banned the car, clearly. But they started working about, windshield rake, the nose going into the wind at 200 miles an hour. It changed the landscape. And let's not forget the rear deck lid spoiler on the thing. And that thing's adjustable?
Yeah, you can also sit on it. It holds the weight of a human. Well,
It holds
some
the weight,
humans.
It holds the weight of a very small blonde in a bikini. I've seen that, but
I
haven't seen anybody like
So
Don
it's-
sit up there.
It's not
That
mother-in-law.
was me in that bikini. You just didn't
It
recognize
must
me
have
at the
been
time.
younger. It must have been younger you.
It was a
It's
younger
not
me.
mother-in-law proof.
So here's the specs on this: 440 cubic inch V8, 390 horsepower, 3 two-barrel carburetors, Torque Flight automatic transmission, power steering, power front disc brakes, numbers matching. John's the second owner. One of only 277 440 six-pack Superbirds. There were a total of 1,840 Superbirds made, one for every dealership in America.
Wow.
That's how they did it. Because
that was the NASCAR rule at the time.
well, it was a NASCAR
Right.
rule that you had to build 500, and they decided that we're going to give one to every dealership
Well, I thought NASCAR told them they had to.
at 500. There's always 500 cars. Back in the day, that was the deal for any kind of car. You had to build 500 of them. That's why the old saying about, race on Sunday, sell on Monday.
True.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. Next up is the 1971 Plymouth Cuda. Now, this is John's favorite car. He's told me that. I don't know whether it still is, but I would imagine it would be. If you've ever heard this car run, you go, yeah, I kind of get it. It's painted sublime. Get it? Sublime?
Mm-hmm.
Sublime, pearl green exterior with a black interior. And here's the real kicker. 528 cubic inch all aluminum Hemi V8 with 739 horsepower. One 4-barrel carburetor underneath the shaker hood scoop. And a 5-speed manual transmission with the pistol grip shifter.
I have a picture of Kathy and I standing in front of this car from years ago. Probably from...
that was the first car that we took to...
Autorama.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's right over here. I got the picture on the wall. Kathy and I standing in front of it. We're all dressed to the nines.
And it got all the looks.
Yep. Oh, we did.
Oh, I'm sorry. They were looking at the car to get to me.
Yeah.
Narrowed 4-link rear end, power R&P steering, and AC, power 4-wheel disc brakes. Pro Street, RMS, altercation front end with coilover shocks and 22-inch wide rear tires. It's tubbed. That's the car that's tubbed in here.
Doesn't have an LS. It's got a Hemi.
It's got a Hemi.
That thing got a Hemi in it, Mike?
Got an aluminum Hemi.
And by the way, if I didn't tell you already, hey, thanks for joining us today on the N-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. We're coming to you today from inside the Hemi Hideout. Open house, $10 gets you in. No children under 12. Come on out. The money that you spend per person goes to charitable causes because it's doubled up by John. So you pay the 10, he'll give you 20.
Yeah.
For the charity. All right. Next up is the 1937 Plymouth pickup truck.
Wow.
Green exterior and tan leather and suede
the year
interior.
he was born.
360 cubic inch V8, 255 horsepower, electronic fuel injection, torque flight automatic transmission, low car floor shifter, power R&P, steering, and AC. Is R&P, is that a company?
I believe it is.
I believe it is.
Okay. Front power disc brakes, all steel, custom built street rod. Mustang 2 front suspension. Plymouth was the last company to build pickups and the first to stop building pickups.
Yeah. Look at the airbag sensor on the front. The bumper.
Yeah. I don't think that's what that is.
Can I point something out with this?
Yeah.
The folks that are watching this on the broadcast, look at all the background behind these vehicles. Look at the walls with all the neon and all the pictures and all the memorabilia. That's the real show there as well.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because once John had the collection put in place, then he goes, I sure do like those signs.
Yeah.
He started filling up the Hemi Hideout with signs, which you'll be able to see throughout the broadcast today. Okay, next up, the 1969 Dodge Coronet RT.
Right there.
Yeah, it's sitting
right
right
next
here.
door to us.
Yeah, it's right there, over to the left.
And I'll have to apologize to John because I keep drooling on it.
Is that what those stains are?
Yeah, sorry.
So white exterior with a black bumblebee stripe and a black interior. 528 cubic inch Hemi V8, 650 horsepower.
Nice.
3 2-barrel carburetors. Have you ever tried to tune a multi-carbureted car?
I've never driven one.
It is a real pain, I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have an airflow meter that you stick on top of the carburetor to see what kind of air it's pulling in. And that's only the air side of it. Then you got to fiddle with it to get the
Jet
gasoline
side.
side. 3 2-barrel carburetors, lift-off fiberglass hood, torque flight automatic transmission, power steering, power 4-wheel disc brakes. Originally a 440 4-barrel, one of only 99 built.
Wow.
RMS altercation front end with coilover shocks.
Only 99
And by the
built.
way, I failed to mention it's a convertible too.
Yeah.
That is one bad to the bone car.
And
I've
it's just
only
incredible.
seen one other, and it was the same thing. They took a 440 Cornet and put a Hemi in it, but it was a convertible, red, black. I mean, it was.
It's what they call a resto mod today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what
Nice
you need,
car.
Don. Plus, it's a ragtop. I mean, not necessarily a ragtop, but, You need something like that.
There are plenty of cars
Well-
in the collection in here, and the one that I want is the one that's next to it.
All right.
But we'll get to that. All right. Let me just check and see where we are here on
the
time.
timeage?
Yeah, 10-4, we're doing fine. All right. Next up is the 1970 Dodge Challenger RT
Hubba.
Pink Panther exterior.
See, that's one I would have thought Don would win after.
Yeah. Bubblegum. Yeah. Barbie.
Yeah. I just don't have the matching pumps for that one, but I'll find them somewhere.
red
Black
contrast,
interior, 500 cubic inch, all aluminum V8, 690 horsepower.
Wow, yeah.
3 two-barrel carburetors. John is really into that.
3 two-barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The plus
what they
six.
call the six-pack.
Yep.
Shaker hood scoop, 4-speed manual transmission, pistol grip shifter, power steering and AC, power front disc brakes. One of only 5 pink striped Challengers. Originally a 446-pack custom RMS altercation front suspension.
Wow.
He's like me. I like those Restomods.
Yeah, I do too.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate numbers matching original cars.
Yeah.
I got that. But I'm drawn to the Restomod.
Well, sometimes you can't have all that, and you want the vehicle, but you didn't find the car with all of the numbers matching, so you got to adapt.
Yeah, but I want to drive it.
Yeah,
a
exactly.
numbers car to me, matching, like if that was a matching car, I'd be hard pressed to drive it very much on the street, just because, the value of it. Some little old lady run a red light or something and T-bone it.
That happens all the time.
Well, I know it. That's the reason I wouldn't. But a Restomod, it's not quite
Jackie
as bad.
Hansen's Nova.
There's a good example.
Yeah, beautiful car. Left a car show. Somebody ran into it.
Yeah.
Popped the whole front end of it.
Yep.
It was bad. Okay, up next. The 1966 Plymouth Belvedere.
Oh yeah.
Bright red exterior, black interior, 426 cubic inch, Hemi V8, 425
That's nice.
horsepower, dual 4-barrel carburetors. dual 4 barrels. Oh my God.
Good thing gas
4-speed
is going
manual
down.
transmission, 10,000-mile unrestored car, numbers matching, 2-owner original, one of only 284 built. Now that's a rare car.
That's a rare car.
Yes. Yeah.
10,000 miles on it.
4 barrels.
Unrestored.
2 4
There it
barrels.
is. 2 4 barrels. Okay.
You would admit you couldn't fit the third one in there.
I guess not. They got the wedge in there, I guess.
Oh my.
Anyway, coming up next, we have the Plymouth 1937 Plymouth Coupe.
That's right there too.
Yep.
9-color chameleon color shifting exterior with a gray interior. This one has a supercharged Hemi V8 turning out 800 horsepower through a 671 blower and dual 4-barrel carburetors. God. Torque flight automatic transmission, ratchet shifter. I don't even know how you would drive that.
That'd be a first car for a college student.
Oh, yeah. For about 5 minutes until they put it into a
Go
tree.
down the road.
Ratchet shifter, power R&P steering and AC, and power front disc brakes. Custom built Pro Street Mustang 2 front suspension, narrowed rear with coilovers. Narrowed rear meaning it's got
Tubbed.
It's tubbed.
Yeah.
Got some big meat under there.
That's yep.
Wagyu. Now, up next, I love this thing. A 1947 Dodge Power Wagon.
It could be an in-wheel time machine.
It could be. This thing is so fine. I can't even begin to tell you. And to open and close the door, you go, oh my God, it's a Norge refrigerator. I mean, it is solid, man.
Yeah.
Green and black exterior with black interior. And this is another part that I really like about it. 230 cubic inch flathead 6-cylinder. 94 horsepower.
Yeah.
4-speed manual transmission. Now, my guess is it probably has that granny first in it.
Yeah.
4-wheel drive, fully restored, 2-time National Power Wagon Nationals
Whoa.
Best in Show winner, scored 996 points out of 1,000.
Amazing.
That truck is truly an amazing thing. Yeah, and it's beautiful.
Go down to the feed store and put some grain in there.
Don't put anything. Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
And if you're going to ride in it, put some of this spandex pants on because I don't want you scratching the interior.
Oh, again?
Again. Okay. Up next, we've got the 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner.
Another convertible.
in violet. Is it violet? Can you tell?
Kind of.
Doesn't look
because
like
the pink
pilot.
one's next to it.
All right. Well, I don't
Looks
know.
almost
Are these in
orange
order?
and
whatever.
This is good.
Exterior with a white interior, 440 cubic inch V8, 390 horsepower, 3 2-barrel carburetors again, air grabber hood, yeah, it's got that. Torque flight automatic transmission, power steering, power front disc brakes. Numbers matching. One of 34 convertibles made with this engine combo, and only 2 of those were in this color combination.
Wow.
Stolen and then recovered after 25 years underwater on a river bottom.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you
That's
know,
a story.
You know, yeah. Because you know what that would look like once you pulled it out of there after 25 years. Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Fresh water? Yeah, but if it doesn't have the air, and if it gets a good covering of silt on it, I really don't think. If you look at some of them they pulled out when they find these bodies and stuff.
You know what happens when you die?
You don't live anymore.
Not yet.
Yeah. Well, you probably just kind of melt away into nothing, and that's what that would be.
I'm going to be stuffed.
Stuffed.
I'm going to be stuffed.
Yeah, John's got a place right over there in the
I'm
corner.
going to be behind the steering wheel.
All right. Last car for this segment, because we're going to carry it over to the top of the next hour when John can join us. This is a 1970 Super Bee Go Mango exterior with black bumblebee stripe with black interior. 426 cubic inch Hemi V8. You notice he doesn't give any miles per gallon on this.
No.
425 smiles, yeah. 425 horsepower, dual 4 barrels, carburetors, N96 Ram Air hood, torque flight automatic transmission, power steering, power front disc brakes. Numbers matching original. Get this. One of only 32 engine color combos made.
Wow.
Only 4 known to still exist in the Chrysler registry.
And this one is one of them.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got more, and we're going to get to those after a break. No, we're not. We're going to pause the run through on these.
Okay, what number is this one?
The one that's coming up. The one that's coming up will be car number 12.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to get out of this for now.
We're going to get out of this for now because we need to take a quick break here, and we're going to some other stuff we've got to get done, including the cruise in and events calendars and the headlines. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hey, we hope you're going to join us on the Hot Rod Tour of Texas. More of that coming up. Jeff has the cruise in and events calendars coming up, and I'll have the stories making automotive news headlines this week. Thanks for joining us on the award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show, coming to you today from the Hemi Hideout in Brookshire, Texas. We'll be back after this break.
The Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition 2025 happens Saturday, December 13th from 8 to 11 a.m., and you'll want to be a part of it. Tailpipes and Tacos is the cruise-in everyone wants to attend, and the Christmas edition is extra special. Donate an unwrapped new toy and help yourself to a free Lupi Tortilla breakfast taco. There'll be adult beverages available for purchase, too. And don't forget your ride. Just cruise in and you're automatically registered to compete for one of 3 famous Chili Pepper trophies: Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, and Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition will be held Saturday, December 13th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex, located at 703 West Grand Parkway, just south of the Katy Freeway in Katy. Oh, and don't forget to bring the kids. There'll be special trophies and goodie bags for them, too. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition 25, Saturday, December 13th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex at 703 West Grand Parkway in Katy. Bring a toy, get a free breakfast taco, and enjoy the camaraderie. In Real Time will be there, too.
Time to fire up those engines and pay tribute to the folks who make freedom possible. Bastrop's own Heroes in Hot Rods is rolling in for Veterans Day weekend. Friday night, downtown cruise. Saturday, 400 of the coolest rides in Texas. Proceeds help veterans, shelters, food pantries, and scholarships. Sponsored by Craig's Jewelry. November 7th and 8th, Main Street, Bastrop. Don't miss it.
Okay. Hey, I want to remind you again about the upcoming Hot Rod Tour of Texas. We're going to go on it, and we'll be broadcasting on the Saturday of April 26th from the Spindle Tap Brewery right here in Houston up on the city's north side. I bet you've never heard of it. I bet you've never been there. We invite you to join us. It's a very different place in a bizarre location that you'd never guess in a million years, but it's really a cool place. That's a real honest-to-God brewery. And you're going to love it. I promise you that. Thanks for joining us today here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Time now for the Cruise In and Events calendars, Jeffrey.
We sponsored by anybody?
No.
Okay, just making sure. We've got next weekend Wharton Cruise Nights. This is
you can sponsor us though if you'd like.
Okay, well, I'm sponsored by Need More Jeff. Saturday night, hang out with the old and new friends with their cars, bikes, trucks, all that good stuff. Bring a tricycle. They don't care. From 6 p.m. to whenever, it's the Wharton Cruise Night at Domino's Pizza, 309 East Bowling Highway in Wharton, Texas. Again, from 6 p.m. until whenever at the Domino's Pizza. Then you got Octane and Espresso. That's the Speed Advocates will be hosting this event. It's every second Sunday of every month at the Black Rifle Coffee Company in Copperfield, Texas, 7086 Highway 6 North. And then we've got one next weekend. We're supposed to have some Mustang people here. Got a Mustang event going on next week. Again, Snakes and Stangs, all Ford cars.
Snakes and Stangs. You got to say that. You got to say that with a little bit of a drawl.
I think David could do that. David's got a Snakes and
Stangs.
That's it. Have you seen David's Snakes and Stangs?
Stains.
Anyways, that's from 5 to 9, tailgate party at the Hallmark University. It's a car show. It is in, where is that one going on? It's in the Hill Country. It's in San Antonio. So if you're going to go out there, it's a poker run. They've got all kinds of stuff, People's Choice Awards, kids event, and all that good stuff. Mike sent me this one, 21st Annual Corvettes and Crawfish. Mike, you want to take that one?
Well, that's AJ Lupo, the Corvette Club down.
Lupo?
Not Lupo. Lupo's my neighbor.
It's Loop.
Loop. Yeah. And this is benefiting Texas EquiSearch. They do this twice a year. This spring happens to be their crawfish event.
What day is this?
This is on next Saturday, the 12th.
Yeah, Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming up pretty quick. So it's only 7 days out. So be sure to check it out. And it's a good event. It has lots of fun. We went down there here recently.
Good.
And it's a Space City Corvette Club on Facebook and on the internet, and you can find out more information there.
Okay.
All right, time now. I want to get some of the news stories in, and obviously the one that the elephant in the room, so to speak.
Oh, that's a Mopar elephant.
So
there you
get
go.
it.
I got the elephant in the room.
While President Donald Trump has imposed a 25% tariff on imported vehicles, in all likelihood, consumers will not see a 25% hike. That's because of complex factors, including the amount of non-U.S. content in each vehicle. Automaker calculus, dealer decision-making and loan agreements. Cox Automotive, for example, predicts a 2.8% year-over-year increase in wholesale vehicle prices in 2025. Black Book projects a 5% increase in the average transaction price this year. Morgan Stanley predicts the tariffs will boost the average price of a vehicle by 11 or 12%. So don't panic. Be calm. Hang on, man.
Be happy.
Go crazy.
Well,
don't worry.
The projections recognize that the tariff is not applied to the manufacturer's suggested retail price, and that the industry relies on sometimes labyrinth systems to calculate the vehicle's cost. The price of the vehicle is determined using a cocktail of market research, bills of materials, financial agreements, institution, and other elements. Even more variability enters the picture in the dealership lot, where prices vary widely by region, timing, personal relationships, and the way buyers settle up with the retailer, a separate business from the automaker. Are you following all of this? We talked about this with our guest last week.
Yeah. It sounds like a bunch of lawyers sitting
So
around
automakers export vehicles from the foreign facilities and calculate the transaction value of the import. U.S. Customs and Border Protection defines the transaction value as, quote, the price actually paid or payable for the merchandise when sold for exportation to the United States, end quote. Plus, packing costs, commission, royalties or license fees or resale proceeds that go to the seller. Importers have to explain the declared transaction value to the government. Even if an actual sale does not take place, as in the case of foreign automakers with domestic subsidiaries, companies follow rules from the Treasury to calculate the transaction value of goods going across the border. The rules rely on a principle that transactions be valued as if two unrelated entities were involved. For vehicles imported from outside of Canada and Mexico, the automakers, who are the importers, will be paying the government 25% of the total transaction value. for imports from Canada and Mexico, which are captured by the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement. I know you've heard about that. Automakers will be given the opportunity to certify their U.S. content and systems will be implemented such as that 25% tariff. It will only apply to the value of their non-U.S. content, according to Trump's March 26th executive offer.
Sheesh.
Like I said last week, it's not just 25%. You can't do it that way. That's why I said to you about these guesses as to how much the price of a car is going to go up. 2.8%, 5%, 11 or 12%, not the 25. Because cars aren't made like they used from our era.
You're right.
You know, all of this stuff wasn't produced here in the United States. Even cars that are actually assembled here in the United States, they get glass.
Yeah.
It's
really just assemblies.
That's correct. Actually, there's only one. The Toyota Corolla, which I'm driving out there, is built in Mississippi, and the panels, the body panels, are actually stamped at that assembly facility. That's the only one that I know of. Because usually the body panels are stamped somewhere else, and then they get sent to the assembler.
A different kind of factory to do all that.
It's a bizarre labyrinth of stuff that you never know really what's going on. I've got more of this to tell you about. Automotive News put that together, and I thought that kind of really tries to explain it because it's difficult to understand.
Well, the good news is Jeff's got a camera going on the Hemi Hideout, so they got something to look at while we talk about all this
nastiness.
Yes.
Yeah, we just wanted to, give him a shot.
You don't have that isolated camera that's focused in on you?
No, we didn't bring it.
You forgot it?
Yeah, I left it at David's house.
David's house, where he's using it for other things. There is that.
God. Let me write down what time it is so we'll know what the FCC says.
Well, at least it's not the FAA.
That's
True.
All right.
Or the CIA.
I've got lots of papers here. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
I've really been.
Every week you get more and more.
Well, I know.
Are you recycling or what?
Well, no. I wanted to do the Hemi Hideout cars.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it was very stressful.
Yeah.
Because I started working on this last Monday. Because not all of the cars show up on the Hemi Hideout website.
Right.
So
you had to contact
Shelley had to come out here and take some pictures of the cars that are not in here today, but they're in the barn, in the other barn.
Oh.
Yeah. It's been a process, I'm telling you.
Well, you did good.
Well, the
that
show's not over yet.
It was very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
well don't mess it up.
I like it.
Well, I've already done that.
Coming up at the top
Hey,
of
we'd
the
love
hour.
to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com. We are back after this quick break.
Who doesn't like a social event? How about one that centers around your love for all things automotive? Another Gulf Coast Auto Shield Car Social is back. Saturday, December 6th, 9 to noon at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. It's a morning packed with incredible cars, some of the finest rides in town, from classics to modern exotics. Here's your chance to talk to fellow car lovers. Grab a coffee and check out how Gulf Coast Auto Shield keeps these rides looking perfect. Meet the team. Take a look around the shop to see firsthand how Gulf Coast Auto Shield gets the most of the look you're trying to create. In Wheel Time will be there with their live car talk show. You might just be one of the guests. Don't miss this free, fun, and fast-paced car gathering of fellow car lovers and their rides. Saturday, December 6th at Gulf Coast Auto Shield, 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway. Bring your car, bring your friends, and bring your love for all things automotive. We'll see you then. The award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, YouTube, Facebook, and podcasts available from your favorite go-to source, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including driving destinations, Jeff's car culture, latest car news, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's all on InWheelTime.com. Join us.
From the Sugar Shack Studios in Texas, USA, it's the award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, with car sales hot, we check in with Carfax's Patrick Olson on what to look for when buying a car, new or used. Jeff has the Cruise In and events calendars. I'll bring you stories making automotive news headlines this week. That and more coming up in this half hour. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. Chief Engineer David Ainsley is up. We don't know what he's doing in the backyard. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today. Thanks so much for being here with us. And also, we'd like to thank Patrick Olson with Carfax joining us this morning. Patrick, it's always good to see you, my friend. How you been?
I'm doing great, guys. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you. I'm sorry to have put you through all of that because I know that he's been on hold there for about 10 minutes, and he was subjected to all of the shenanigans that we've got going on this morning.
But it was a good story.
Yeah, it was. It was a good story.
It was a very good story,
yeah.
yes.
As a matter of fact, I think that there was a Carfax involved in Jeff's trade-in where he took the 3.3 and changed it out with a V. Don't you think? I'm sure you could get by with that,
don't you? It was
tubbed
out. It had a blower on it.
It sounds a little sketchy, to be honest.
There's no doubt about it. So I don't know whether you want to start with new or used cars. I know that your thing is used cars, but I know that you're really focused in on new car sales because new car sales has a direct impact on used car sales. Give us your take on that.
So I would say, in terms of buying new, like right now is probably a great time as the questions about tariffs are kicking around. There's still a decent amount of inventory on dealers' lots right now that was there before the tariffs. And so dealers are eager to, sell those. And we definitely saw a surge in sales in March and the first half of April as kind of double what we saw a year before. So there's definitely a lot of consumers who are trying to beat whatever price hikes are coming with tariffs. So if you want to buy new, I think now is a good time to go out and see what's around before the pickings get slim.
Well,
But of course, for me, I'm always thinking about used cars. And, as we get to graduation or summer jobs for teenagers and things like that, I think parents have to consider a lot of things when they're figuring out what car to get their teen or their grad.
Well, and, I will tell you that there was a time, not that long, well, it was a long time ago, but it wasn't a long time ago for us older friends. And I will say that I had a chance to, give my daughter a 16th birthday gift for a car. And I went out and found a slightly used car that had been repossessed somewhere in the Carolinas. And it was a stripped-down model of a Ford Focus. It was less than a year old. It had 1,200 miles on it, burn holes in the back seat from cigarettes or other things. And it had a 5-speed manual transmission and crank windows and a 2-door, black with a beige interior. She still has the car, will not get rid of it. Of course, it's not worth any money, but it's sentimental value. But there are those kinds of cars out there in the used car market that I think are real bargains not to be overlooked, especially if you're trying to save a few bucks.
Absolutely. For example, my daughter went out recently and bought a 3-year-old used Hyundai Kona that only had 12,000 miles on it coming off of a 3-year lease. So she found, quite a great specimen for her. I think the crucial thing is make sure you know what the car's history is. Like for a car with 1,200 miles, that's a great find, but I would be worried about why is it for sale after only 1,200 miles. Was it a lemon? Had it been in a flood? Something like that. And that's where the vehicle history report from Carfax can really save your hide.
Right. And this particular car that I bought her, it seemed to be, there was nothing wrong with it. It hadn't been wrecked, none of that stuff. But about 3,000 miles into it after we took ownership of it, clutch went out. And it turned out that and it had one of those slave cylinders inside the bell housing and all that sort of stuff. And it would have been fairly expensive to fix had I not bought it through the dealership because it came with a limited warranty that it covered that. Yeah. So that's something else to keep in mind.
I absolutely agree. So a lot of people think that all extended warranties, which isn't your situation, but for a lot of folks, the extended warranty is an option. To me, as long as you can negotiate the price to a reasonable amount, they'll very often start at $3,000 or so to get one. I have negotiated several times for used cars. The last one was several years ago, but like $1,600. And for me, every time it's paid off. My son had a Ford Escape, and he left all the windows open in a thunderstorm in Illinois, and it poured water right into the transmission, right through the gear selector. And it was a $3,000 fix that was covered by that extended warranty. So, there's some peace of mind there. Yes, there's an expense, and yes, you might not ever use it. But to me, that really paid off.
Well, we see so many warranties now after the warranty is over with your regular car, whether it be extended. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And I had to deal with one just a few years ago, a friend of mine's car, and it was an absolute nightmare dealing with this car. Well, we'll cover that, but we won't cover this, that kind of thing. My take is on it, if you've got a car that you've done all the homework on it, you've got your Carfax, you've done everything right.
Yep.
If you want to have an extended warranty, my suggestion is, of course, if it's not too much, set aside $50 a month, put it in a special account, and that is your rainy day car fix account, because that's what you're going to do if you have an extended warranty.
Yeah, for sure. And then you still have the money if you never need it, which is the real benefit of that. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
No, absolutely.
What's a good bargain in the used car market right now?
So used sedans are a great bargain right now. Americans love pickup trucks. They love SUVs. And so there are a lot of used just cars out there that can be had for not a ton of money and with not a ton of mileage on them either. Now, I will say that back in 2021 into 2022, leasing this country took a huge dip. It was tough to get credit. And so there's many fewer leased cars coming off of leases than there were, say, in 2023, 2024. So that makes it a little harder to find those deals. But, there are a lot of good, solid, Honda Civic, Honda Accord, late model Chevy Malibus, the Toyota Camry. There's a bunch of cars out there that can be had for not that much money that get really good gas mileage these days, have decent power, and are going to be solid, reliable, transportation for you. I don't know about 75 Altima, but these other cars would probably do all right.
The one that was in the race down at Cleus McFarland's place.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely hysterical. All right, so let's take that one step further. Yeah. Had somebody ask me not too long ago, well, I found a car that I'm really interested in, and it's at a Hertz or National Car Sale place. I'm going, I don't know as if I would go that route, because it may have a Carfax, it may not have been wrecked. But, dude, when is the last time you had a rent car that you didn't really rev it up, trash it out, hit the emergency brake, do ugly things to it because it's not yours?
I've never done that.
You liar.
No, I haven't.
Well, they're definitely, there are definitely two schools of thought there. Some people think like you do, and frankly, like I do. I've seen what, I rent a lot of cars for business, for travel. And I've seen what other drivers can do. Now, that being said, though, the rental car companies have to really work those cars over, and they maintain them, and they keep them going, and they make sure that they're getting all the regular maintenance. So I fall into your camp, but I know there are other people out there who swear by them as a great value just because of that aroma of rental that's on them.
Now, I'm going to use that line somewhere.
Aroma
the rental aroma. That's perfect.
There you go. You just tagged it.
We're using that line.
I had a rental car. It was an Altima, black Altima, beige seats, nothing special, a little 4-cylinder in New Orleans, and
a rent car.
Get it at the airport, whatever. Hertz. It was Hertz. And then a few weeks later, I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I swear to God, I had the same car. I mean, it had the same dirt on it, the same interior.
It may have been.
The footprints on the ceiling. Yeah. The whole thing was all the same. So I think the car was following me.
Listen, I know a lady that out there at the airport that works for a rental car firm, and she tells me that there are times, especially in weird weather, big holiday events, they'll get a one-way rental to come into Houston.
Yes.
And it seems to go in times of year and that sort of thing. And so they wind up with too many cars here in Houston, and they've got to get them back to where they were. So they rent these great big haulers. And it's very possible that you could have had the same car. Yeah, and it's two places. Yeah, it's bizarre. You really don't have a real good idea about rentals. Now, let me ask you this. How is the EV used car market? Because people are going, I think I'm going to go EV. Okay.
Oh, don't you know?
Well, so I think EVs are actually quite a deal still, although they're getting to be less of a deal. Like every other segment, their prices are going up too. But I think a lot of consumers are treating EVs like they treat their iPhone or their Pixel phone, which is they want the newest with the newest technology and the newest features, and frankly, the longest range. So if you can live in a place where you can charge at home, and I think that's crucial if you have an EV, you got to be able to charge at home. But if you can do that, and you run errands or you go to work in a normal week, a car with 150 to 200 miles of range is going to cost you about $8 a week for all of your transportation compared to what you would pay in gas. So I'm a fan of EVs. They're not for everybody. If you live in a city, if you live in a place where you can't charge it, the national infrastructure for charging is not great. But their prices right now, the used prices, are really pretty good. So as long as it's, to me, not your primary car, the one that, one weekend you got to go to grandma's 5 hours away. But for, day-to-day use, I think they're kind of a steal.
So does it make a difference what kind? I mean, does Tesla get more money than, say, for instance, a Hyundai EV?
It's really shifting. So Tesla did for the longest time because they were the majority of the market. But Hyundai and Kia have put out a lot of EVs and are selling a lot of EVs right now. Mercedes and Audis have some, but those tend to be very expensive. And on resale, they're not so cheap. Like a used Hyundai Kona EV is really kind of a good bargain these days. Ford's got a fair amount of Mach-E's that are out there. I love driving the Mach-E. I think it's a good-looking car. It's very spacious. So there are some choices out there that used to be only Tesla, but there's a lot of other players that have a lot of other cars in the market now.
So if I'm in the used car market, whether it be for my 16-year-old or 18-year-old that's going off to college, or say, for instance, the wife needs a new car. She travels, 20 miles one way to work and back for the most part. What would you say would be a good idea as to what parameters to put in place for yourself? Mileage? Range, price, all of those things? Tell us.
Well, definitely range. And the beauty of most EVs is they tend to have, if they built in the last 5 years, they tend to have all of the most updated driver assist systems, right? Like blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, automatic braking. So, and for me, for young drivers, I'm not necessarily sure I would get them an EV unless they were really well trained in how to charge it and knew where to get more charging. But that blind spot warning has been shown in studies to be the most helpful tool to drivers. And for new drivers, that rear cross traffic alert that stops them from running into a post or running into a car in the parking lot at the grocery store, hugely helpful. So those are the things I would look for.
Patrick, what kind of resources do you have at Carfax.com?
So if you go to Carfax.com, we can tell you the best SUV, the best sedan. We can tell you the best EV. We can tell you the cheapest cars are out there. We even have articles and rankings on best cars for tall drivers, best cars for short drivers. So there's a lot of stuff. If you go to Carfax.com/research, on that page, it'll show you every ranking we have, and you can figure out what's going to be the right car for you. And then, of course, when you go to our listings, you get a free Carfax report with every used car listing. So you don't have to worry if the dealer's going to give it to you or not. It's right there free on the site.
Patrick, it's always great to talk to you. Thanks so much for joining us today. Have a great summer. Let's catch up again this fall.
All right, sounds good, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Patrick.
Coming up, Jeff has the cruise in and events calendars, and we're going to get to Mr. Marr's car review, the Ford GT Mustang. I'll have the stories making automotive news headlines. Stay with us. The award-winning in-wheel time car talk show continues after this quick break.
The Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition 2025 happens Saturday, December 13th from 8 to 11 a.m., and you'll want to be a part of it. Tailpipes and Tacos is the cruise-in everyone wants to attend, and the Christmas edition is extra special. Donate an unwrapped new toy and help yourself to a free Loopy Tortilla breakfast taco. There'll be adult beverages available for purchase too. And don't forget your ride. Just cruise in and you're automatically registered to compete for one of 3 famous Chili Pepper trophies: Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, and Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition will be held Saturday, December 13th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex, located at 703 West Grand Parkway, just south of the Katy Freeway in Katy. Oh, and don't forget to bring the kids. There'll be special trophies and goodie bags for them too. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition 25, Saturday, December 13th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex at 703 West Grand Parkway in Katy. Bring a toy, get a free breakfast taco, and enjoy the camaraderie. In real time will be there too.
Time to fire up those engines and pay tribute to the folks who make freedom possible. Bastrop's own Heroes in Hot Rods is rolling in for Veterans Day weekend. Friday night, downtown cruise. Saturday, 400 of the coolest rides in Texas. Proceeds help veterans, shelters, food pantries, and scholarships. Sponsored by Craig's Jewelry. November 7th and 8th, Main Street, Bastrop. Don't miss it.
Lone Star Street Rod Association State Run, our next remote broadcast gathering, so be sure and join us from Granbury, Texas, 9 to noon on Saturday. Mr. Mars wanted to push it to 10 to 1, and I'm going, we've been promoting 9 to noon. I think we need to stick with that because next month at this time, dude, it gets hot up there.
It gets hot at 7 o'clock in the morning.
And you know what? If we do our homework, we'll have some guests already in place, ready to go at 9 o'clock. I think we're going to be good.
We'll be fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah, no, I to me it makes sense in so many ways. It just
guests. He's worried about the guests. And you know what? We've got enough BS between the 3 of us that if we don't have a guest right there,
Don't forget
right
David. David's full of BS.
Well, there's 4 of us.
Hot air then.
You're exactly right. So that's going to be Saturday, June 14th, 9 to noon, right here on your favorite streaming and podcast source, the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Thanks for joining us this morning. Let's get to this hour's car review. We're a little bit late doing that. Mr. Mars has the GT Ford Mustang that he wants to talk to us about.
And I really do. Now, this is the 7th generation of the Ford Mustang, so it's been around a while. It's got some new sheet metal lines on it, but this is the Mustang GT Premium.
That's good looking, brother.
Yeah, it is.
Now, this car comes in 4 trim levels. 5. I can't count. 5 trim levels, with the GT Premium being the top of the line, just short of the new this year Dark Horse. That's really kind of more of a track car. Now, this car is assembled in Flat Rock, Michigan.
All right.
It is the 2024 GT Coupe Premium is the trim level that we're working with, and for some reason, your government calls it a subcompact car, which okay. It does say it will seat 4. I want to point out
it's a 4-seat sports car. Let's just leave it at that.
Sports car that only weighs 3,800 pounds, so it's nice and light. Front seat, I want to point out, legroom 44.5 inches. Rear seat legroom 29.0 inches. Legroom, rear seat. Put the little ones back there. Up front, you're going to find that you've got the Mustang lighting approach lamp. So you got the little Mustang emblem that's really cool looking on the ground. Auto LED headlamps, LED lights. We got the sequential tail lights. That's something that I've always loved about the Mustang.
Mine's got
sequential. I really like that. Looks really cool. Rain sensing wipers. Got the Brembo braking on it. Black calipers with white lettering. It's kind of different for the GT package. It's got a rear wing on it. It's called a performance wing because it's not just a little spoiler sticking up there. It's got some angles and some things to it that's supposed to help it whenever you get up over speeds you're not supposed to be doing on the street. It's got the active valve exhaust system. Now, I love this. It's got different settings you can put on it. You're on the track, got a track mode. You can put the exhaust on it, drowned out all the road noise. Really cool going down the road. But it's also what I got what I call the 2 a.m. setting. You want to come home at 2 a.m. kind of quiet, you can put it down and it muffles it down.
What do you know about that?
I'm just saying I've heard stories about people that need to
You're
kind of
such a
sneak
liar.
home at
No, he's
2
just always
a.m.
coming in at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's what it is.
Exactly. Well, he's meeting his granddaughter that's just coming in the front door from work at half the night.
Yeah, yeah. And we were rolling on some optional 19-inch wheels. It has some 355 gears in the back of this thing. So it's got a little juice on it. So it's got, what I really liked, it's got some of the newer age styling on it, but it's got a lot of the classic Mustang touches, like the taillights and the hood scoop, things like that. Now you get to the interior, and this is where it's been some updates done. Got a black leather onyx leather trim across the interior, front bucket seats. The rear seat is a split folding. It's got ambient lighting on the inside of it that you can adjust. Now what's new is it's got a 12.4-inch LCD digital instrument cluster that you can adjust and kind of range the way you want it. 13.2-inch LCD center stack screen. This is where you're going to find your convenience controls, your navigation, your audio, the whole infotainment system set up. It also has a wireless charger down at the bottom of that stack, and it's kind of vented, but for mine, it made my phone hot, and it would actually shut down for some reason. Kind of weird on the way that worked. Got paddle shifters, 12-speaker B&O audio system, and it handles the Ford Sync 4 is what is the infotainment system. And I thought it was a little slow reacting, so I could literally crank the car up, back out, and be headed down the road before it cycles up and brings up all the things that I want to mess with on it that I'm supposed to set.
I want to go back to the B&O sound system. Isn't it the B&O Railroad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Used to be a B&O Railroad.
Yeah, but you got to pass go.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Up under the hood, 5.0-liter V8. Now, this is the engine they've had in it for several years, different variations. This one has 480 horsepower.
Dang.
At 7,150 RPM. Now, it also has 486 pound-feet of torque at 7,200 RPM. So you got to wind it up, and when you get up, it's all up there in that upper power band. We had the 10-speed automatic behind it. Now, the EPA says you should be looking for about 16 miles to the gallon city, 24 on the highway, and 19 combined. I drove this vehicle 446.5 miles, and I averaged 18.6 miles per gallon in it, and I was quite happy with that, considering
your lead foot.
Well, it becomes very obvious with the lightweight and high horsepower why you see so many of these out on the road driven by younger people. It's easy to get into it. It really is. So the styling.
The throttle is what he's talking about.
Yeah. I say I like the styling on it. It does create some vision issues, a few little blind spots whenever you get to the pillars, particularly on the fastback model. And you can, if you're low riding in it, if you're being cool and low riding, it's definitely there. Got a typically firm ride for a sports car, but you can turn up the audio and the exhaust and drown out all that business. Base trim price on this vehicle is $47,390, which is another reason you see so many of them.
$47,000, okay.
Yep. The base model price is $31,920, and I want to point out that is a 2.3-liter EcoBoost engine with 315 horsepower. So this is not a stripper model with no juice to it. Our MSRP is tested $61,580. Had a few options on it. Looking for something to compare it to. I mean, obviously the Dodge Challenger that they don't make anymore, but I found a 2023. They started around 30. 24 Chevrolet Camaro starts at $32,495, and the 24 Nissan Z started at $42,970. So there's some more two-door coupe, small 4-passenger vehicles that you can compare it to, but it's definitely the Mustang. If you're looking for a Mustang, it's one you're looking for.
Thank you, sir. Time now for the Cruise In and events calendars. Jeffrey has that.
You betcha. So next week, the 24th, you got Saturday at the Ranch. This is in College Station, Texas, 4115 Texas 6 Frontage Road from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Now, this is actually for two-wheelers and four-wheelers. It's going to be at the Ranch Harley-Davidson. The Ranch RV in College Station is for cars and motorcycles, trucks, everything with a wheel. So they've got, they're hosting some exciting things. They've got beverages, both adults
Wheelbarrow
and non-adult.
races?
No, but they've got the Glitz Dolls are coming. The Glitz Dolls will be there. I have no idea what that means. DJ Nick Catalina's Beats.
Like he knows.
Yep. And Macondo Grill Food Truck's going to be there. So
Barbies.
Very exciting. Again, on the 24th, you got Montgomery Cruise, weekly cruise into Montgomery, 943 Eva Street in Montgomery. So that goes from 6 to 9. It's behind McDonald's and O'Reilly's in the parking lot by the Brookshire Brothers. So if they're still open, go get yourself a suit. On the 25th, you got rides.
Soup?
A suit.
A suit.
New suit. A Brooks Brothers suit. Might get some shoes, too. Rides and Coffee on May 25th. That's Sunday, 9 a.m. to noon. It's in Katy, Texas. Got a lot of stuff going on there for Rides and Coffee. And then you got the Trucks and Tri-Fives meet. Very little information on this right now, but it's next Sunday, the 25th. It's at 501 South Austin in Georgetown, Texas, which is north of Austin, Texas. So that's going on. And, of course, we've got our Granbury event coming up on June 14th. 3-day event. We'll be there from whenever, from 9 to noon, 10 to 5, 6 to 4, whatever.
We'll be there. Look for us. We'll be stalking around in the park in the park there.
We'll be there.
Google affiliate Waymo said it's recalling more than 1,200 self-driving vehicles to update software and address risks of collisions in chains, gates, and other roadway barriers. After U.S. auto safety investigators opened a probe last year, the recall affects 1,212 Waymo vehicles operating on the company's older fifth-generation automated driving system software. Waymo has over 1,500 vehicles on the road across San Francisco, Los Angeles, Phoenix, and in Austin, Texas. NHTSA opened an investigation into the performance of Waymo's self-driving vehicles in May of last year after reports of its robo-taxis exhibiting driving behavior that potentially violated traffic safety laws. Oops.
We should have asked Sergeant Woodard if he's ever pulled over a
self-driving car.
Yeah.
The agency said several incidents under investigation involved collisions with clearly visible objects that a competent driver would be expected to avoid. Waymo, GM's Cruise, come under increased regulatory scrutiny following a 2023 incident where a pedestrian was seriously injured by a Cruise vehicle. And Nissan Motor Company plans to cut 20,000 jobs globally as part of a ramped-up restructuring campaign under new CEO Ivan Espinosa. I wonder how much he's making. New plan calls for more than 10,000 personnel cuts, in addition to some 9,000 already planned as part of the embattled Japanese carmakers' revival plan. That's according to broadcaster NHK and Nikkei Business. The cuts will happen in Japan and overseas, they said. So, Nissan, serious issues they've had for several years since Carlos hijacked the company, went to jail, busted out, took a plane to wherever it was, Libya or somewhere.
Yeah, something like that.
In a box to get out of the country. Now, there's a guy that made, what, $100 billion friggin' dollars.
Well, it was a nice box.
It was a nice box.
It was a nice box.
That's it.
$100 million box. Would have been. If you got out, it would have been.
Yeah, these CEOs make way too much money. And once they get all their money, and he didn't, but he robbed the bank once he got back to Libya, wherever it was he went to.
Well, I think he still had a couple of houses. And,
yes.
It's not like he was, like you said, it was a nice box.
It wasn't liquid.
There you go.
Liquidity in his
Hey, we'd love to hear from you.
investments.
Shoot us an email. The address here is info@nwheeltime.com. We will be back after these quick messages.
Who doesn't like a social event? How about one that centers around your love for all things automotive? Another Gulf Coast Auto Shield Car Social is back. Saturday, December 6th, 9 to noon at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. It's a morning packed with incredible cars, some of the finest rides in town, from classics to modern exotics. Here's your chance to talk to fellow car lovers. Grab a coffee and check out how Gulf Coast Auto Shield keeps these rides looking perfect. Meet the team. Take a look around the shop to see firsthand how Gulf Coast Auto Shield gets the most of the look you're trying to create. In Wheel Time will be there with their live car talk show. You might just be one of the guests. Don't miss this free, fun, and fast-paced car gathering of fellow car lovers and their rides. Saturday, December 6th at Gulf Coast Auto Shield, 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway. Bring your car, bring your friends, and bring your love for all things automotive. We'll see you then. The award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, YouTube, Facebook, and podcasts available from your favorite go-to source, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In Real Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including driving destinations, Jeff's car culture, latest car news, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's all on InWheelTime.com. Join us. This is your place for all things automotive, the award-winning In Real Time Car Talk Show. Coming up, IHRA Division Director Doug Foley going to talk about drag racing on a different note. Later, Jeff has the racing calendar, Mars has This Week in Auto History, and I'll get you caught up on the stories making automotive headlines. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong, our chief engineer David Ainsley, getting ready for his big trip up north.
Big trip.
Yeah, and he's going to be gone for a couple of weeks. Anyway.
Yeah, that's 2 or 3, something like that.
3, I think.
3, yeah.
3 weeks. So the timing has worked out just fine, I think. We don't have any remote broadcasts coming up, so that's always a good thing for him.
You know what we should do? In like a week, we should fly up there and just knock on his door.
Hey. You know, it's not as easy as you think it is.
I know.
Yeah.
I know the area.
Yeah. All right. Joining us now, IHRA, which is the International Hot Rod Association, is the division director. His name is Doug Foley. Doug, good morning to you. Oh, gosh.
Oh,
Doug.
We're muted.
No, he's not muted. We're just not getting his voice here.
Doug, can you say something to us?
How about now?
There you are.
A little better now?
Yeah, well, he's a little bit better now.
All right. How you guys doing?
Well, God, he's kind of gargly, isn't he? Isn't he,
gargly.
Mr. Mars?
Yeah, his internet. If he moves the wrong place, his internet drops.
Yeah, your internet sucks. So we're gonna put you on hold for a minute. You and Mars are gonna work out this so we can hear every stinking word you got to say. So you just hang in there, Mr. Mars will lead you through what we need to go through.
Oh, Lord, you sure you want him to do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure about
All right.
that. So I will give you this. IHRA, they were a force back in the day, and they were the competitor to NHRA. And different rules, different regulations, different sanctioned racetracks.
Different cars.
Well, they were.
Yeah.
Yes. Because of the different rules, the car builders built cars to the IHRA rules as opposed to the NHRA rules. So there was this kind of a divide there. It was founded in 1971 by Larry Carrier, has since become a prominent organization for grassroots drag racing, including the IHRA Summit Super Series, a prominent bracket racing championship. In recent years, IHRA has seen ownership changes and a renewed focus on its core values of integrity and passion for the sport. And so I told you that we're talking about Larry Carrier started it in 71. And the events are different and at different racetracks. It started at Carrier's Bristol International Speedway Dragway. It says here, IHRA sanctions races across North America with a particularly strong presence in Canada, where it holds 3 national drag racing events, according to Wikipedia. Now, that'd be a fun road trip.
Yeah.
Go to Canada. Grassroots focus, IHRA has found success as a hub for grassroots drag racing with its Summit Super Series, being a notable example of its commitment to bracket racing. In recent years, IHRA has undergone ownership changes. Daryl Cattell becoming the new owner. The organization has also seen a renewed focus on free speech, equal opportunities, and a fact-based approach, reflected in its return to the X social media platform, says X.com.
I think Doug's got his internet connection hooked up right or better.
Yeah?
So I think we're good to go.
Well, I
here.
think that we'll be the judge of that.
He's smiling, so I know he can hear us.
Say something good, Doug.
How about now? How's this?
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. You plugged it from the TV remote into the actual internet.
Listen, technology sometimes is difficult.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's not my friend very often.
Yeah,
either.
it eludes some of us, and we believe me, we can understand. We can
Welcome,
relate.
Doug. Welcome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, so-
I've been able to hear you the whole time. So.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that because, I remember when IHRA come into existence, and NHRA was really scared because they thought, oh, gosh, what are we going to do? We've got some competition here. Well, good. Competition is good. And, I guess what divided the two, you correct me if I'm wrong, were the different rules for the different categories of cars. Because not all of the rules from one series transferred to the other. And if you wanted to race in both series, generally speaking, if you had the money, you had two cars because some of the changes that you had to make to the cars were significant back in the day.
Yeah, I think that played a part in some of it, but the IHRAs usually ran between 8 and 12 national event races, so that plays a big part in it too. Especially on the professional side. These guys that run 20 races, they're spending $3 or $4 million a year when you can come over to the IHRA, and we have this year we have 5 national events, and you cut that budget in half, if not more. So it's a little more racer friendly. It's a little bit we're geared a little more towards the working folk than just the guys that own billion-dollar corporations that can afford to come out and realistically outspend everybody else, right?
What are the top 10, top 8, however many you want to put together there, classes of cars do you have? You got nitro cars?
Oh yeah, so we'll have Top Fuel Funny Car, which we opened up our pre-entry a week ago or so, and so we have 8 car fields in both of our nitro categories, and we have more than 8 entered in each class, so we'll have full fields. We have Pro Mod, Mountain Motor Pro Stock, Pro Nitrous, Top Alcohol Dragster, Top Alcohol Funny Car. So that's probably our upper echelon of our faster cars.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Of course.
Do you kind of intermingle with the NHRA? Because I know that they do run pro mods and things, and you can see a telecast on some of their events, but not as a feature. So do you kind of intermingle with that other events?
We don't really have anything to do with we don't have anything to do with NHRA, but the cars and the classes and the rules, they're all similar enough to where you can come over and race either sanctioning body and still not have to spend a fortune to be able to do so.
Well, one of the categories, new categories for NHRA is the mountain motor category. And, I heard you say that you've got that at IHRA as well. What is mountain motor? What exactly is that?
Mountain motors are they're just big cubic inch pro stock cars, so they're still allowed to have carburetors. They have the hood scoops, but they have big motors, big horsepower, and they're going 620s at 200 and almost 30 miles an hour. So they're a little different than the 500 cubic inch pro stock cars that everybody's kind of used to seeing. But Mountain Motor Pro Stock is it was born and bred here at IHRA. So it's a class that's near and dear to us, and the interest level that we have for this class right now is surpassed our expectations coming into this year. So we're really looking forward to having those guys back.
How did you get involved with IHRA?
Well, so I grew up. My dad races Top Fuel, and he started in IHRA back in 2003. He won the Rookie of the Year back then in Top Fuel, and then he obviously has kept racing the last 20-something years. And when Larry Jeffers bought the IHRA a few years ago, he gave me a call and wanted to see if I had any interest in coming on board and helping out. And then, at the end of 24, Larry Jeffers sold it to Daryl Cuddle, and we've been rolling right along. I mean, we bought. I think IHRA owns 5 racetracks now. I'm actually at one right now. We have our Night of Fire event here at National Trail Raceway in Columbus, Ohio. So if you hear burnouts in the background, that's why.
That'd be great. But when you say you bought the organization bought the track, You didn't just buy rights to it. I mean, you physically own the property?
Yeah, we physically own the property.
Well,
Yeah,
NHRA's got several tracks like that as well.
Oh, do they?
So it's a full quarter mile, right?
Yeah, National
Okay.
Trails, a full
1320.
quarter-mile facility. We also own Galop Motorsports Park down in Dunn, North Carolina. We own Killcare Raceway, Xenia, Ohio, Milan Dragway, which is in Milan, Michigan.
Milan, Michigan, yep.
Yep. So we got quite a few tracks that have been purchased. We got quite a few more that are on the docket to close here.
You said you've got eight drivers or 8 cars in a class. Do they follow you around the country, or is it just 8 for this particular event, and then you've got 8 more for another part of the country?
No. So there's cars that are going to race full time with us. The nitro cars that have committed to full time racing with the IHRA this year is Scott Palmer, Dale Creasy Jr., Jack White, Terry Haddock is coming to most of them. So we have a good. We didn't start this deal really till beginning of May, end of April, beginning of May for this year. So obviously there's been a lot of talk about it, but going out and actually doing it now, we're 2 weeks away from crowning champions at our first event.
Cool.
Since the IHRA has been bought and rebranded. The IHRA hasn't had a Top Fuel car race in over 15 years.
Wow.
So,
Well, now you got a full field of cars.
we have a full field of cars. There's a lot of excitement. A Top Fuel funny car that pays $50,000 to win. It pays $15,000 just to qualify. So,
Well, your dad, he used to race at NHRA?
yeah, he's actually he's at Norwalk this weekend. So,
Gotcha.
Yep, but he'll be down here. He's bringing his car out. He's got a few sponsors right here in Columbus with United Garage Door and Alloy Employer Services. So this will be a big race for him, being able to get all of his guests out here and check out the drag races.
So you've been going to drag races since you were born.
Yeah, just about. That's right.
Well, obviously it's worked out for you. You're a division director. Which division are you running?
So I've run Division 1 and 9, basically up and down the East Coast.
Yeah. And it's a full-time gig for you.
Full time as it gets.
Do you still have a full head of hair?
So far, but it's turning gray.
Turning grayer, and I was going to say this big chunk's missing from pulling your hair out.
Yeah, you know what the next step is after that?
What's that?
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Exactly. Well,
I kind of like the idea of the 8-car field.
Yeah.
I mean, things are going to move pretty quick when you go to the track, and you're not going to be sitting there for 3 hours trying to get 16 cars through because one of them blew up or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and part of it is obviously the group we have here at IHRA, we're all racers. So, Josh Peak is here, Larry Morgan.
The old
myself,
Larry Morgan?
Yeah,
He's smiling.
Larry Morgan. I don't know where you want to go with that. He's one of a kind. He's done it his whole life, and we're really glad he's part of this. He was actually he's instrumental in this operation. So, having all of these racers here, we kind of can pick and choose, what we want to adopt and what we don't want to adopt. And, our shows are 2-day shows, Friday and Saturday. You got 2 qualifying runs Friday and then eliminations on Saturday. So that's one of the big things with the Nitro teams is, you get 4 qualifying runs and it's a 16-car field. So you have to make 8 runs to win $50,000. Over here at IHRA, our winner's purse is $50,000, but you only have to make 5 runs to get there. So
are the rules for IHRA, are they pretty much the same as NHRA? I mean, I'm sure you got to have all the safety effects in place.
All the safety, yeah. Okay. All the rules basically are the same. I think we're trying to make it a little more racer friendly with being able to open up a few different options. There's a lot of Top Fuel cars in this country, and in the between the states and Canada, there's a lot of nitro cars that some of them just there are some rules that I don't feel that are that necessary, that these teams had to park their cars because they couldn't afford to do those updates to cars or ignition boxes or whatever the rules are, whatever that particular rule is, it gets expensive quick. A lot of fans don't know that these Top Fuel cars, they have to send out their valve covers every year to get recertified. Their bell housings every year to get recertified. The blower restraint bags. I mean, the list goes on and on. And just to do that, you're talking thousands and thousands of dollars. So, if we could, not that we're eliminating that, but that was just a, kind of
an example. Right. Sure. Yeah.
Insight.
Let me ask you a little bit about the insurance aspect of it. That you guys apparently provide significant insurance coverage for your members. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, our insurance is next level compared to, and it's not even just drag racing. I mean, any racing sanctioning body, we have surpassed all of them. So we have $1 million worth of liability insurance for each racer. So if you aren't we have accidental death dismemberment insurance. We have if you get hurt at the racetrack, you can get paid up to whatever 26 weeks or something like that for workers' comp. Like we're trying to make it to where we're not trying to copy anybody else. We want to set out and do our own thing and make the racers kind of see what we can. We want to do whatever we can to make it better for everybody and not just do the same old song and dance.
Gotcha.
So when is your big event at the end of the season? Where is that? When is it?
So our World Finals will be at Galop Motorsports Park, which is Dunn, North Carolina, and that's November 5th through the 8th. But our first one, our season opener, kicks off here, like I said, in just 2 weeks here at National Trail Raceway in Hebron, Ohio, which is just east of Columbus, probably about 30 miles. But that's our first one. It'll be July 9th through the 12th, and you'll be able to see a full slate of Top Fuel cars, funny cars, all the way through stock, super stock.
I assume that you don't have a big television contract. Can you watch the races online?
Yeah, you will be able to. The races will be live streamed. We haven't announced with who yet, but that'll be coming pretty early this week. So we're looking forward to that. And I think all the fans at home that won't be able to make it out to the races will
be online watching.
Appreciate it as well.
Just as long as it's not on Prime.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
so
not
is
on Prime.
it IHRA.com, Doug? Is it IHRA.com?
Yep, IHRA.com. You can go on there and look at the schedule, buy your tickets. And then on our Facebook page, we've been releasing some of the drivers' names that have entered for our events. So, like I said, Scott Palmer, he's entered. Krista Baldwin's coming. Dale Creasy, Jack Wyatt, Terry Haddock,
Doug Foley.
Doug Foley's going to be here too. So there's a lot of really good cars. We're really looking forward to.
Well, Doug, it's great to talk to you, and the best of luck to you. And let's stay in touch. You got something new to tell us? Hey, we'll put you on the air, and you can tell everybody.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, I appreciate your time, and thanks for having me on.
Have a good season.
Thank you.
Yeah, best of luck. Doug Foley, Division Director, IHRA. Just ahead, Jeff has the racing calendar. Mars has This Week in Auto History, and I'll bring you the week's auto news headlines, all coming up on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Stay with us.
The Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition 2025 happens Saturday, December 13th from 8 to 11 a.m., and you'll want to be a part of it. Tailpipes and Tacos is the cruise-in everyone wants to attend, and the Christmas edition is extra special. Donate an unwrapped new toy and help yourself to a free Loopy Tortilla breakfast taco. There'll be adult beverages available for purchase, too. And don't forget your ride. Just cruise in and you're automatically registered to compete for one of 3 famous Chili Pepper trophies: Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, and Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition will be held Saturday, December 13th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex, located at 703 West Grand Parkway, just south of the Katy Freeway in Katy. Oh, and don't forget to bring the kids. There'll be special trophies and goodie bags for them, too. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition 25, Saturday, December 13th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex at 703 West Grand Parkway in Katy. Bring a toy, get a free breakfast taco, and enjoy the camaraderie. In Real Time will be there, too.
Fire up those engines and pay tribute to the folks who make freedom possible. Bastrop's own Heroes in Hot Rods is rolling in for Veterans Day weekend. Friday night, downtown cruise. Saturday, 400 of the coolest rides in Texas. Proceeds help veterans, shelters, food pantries, and scholarships. Sponsored by Craig's Jewelry. November 7th and 8th, Main Street, Bastrop. Don't miss it. Ow!
You be jonesing?
I'd be jonesing, man. I'd be jonesing. Every time that commercial comes on, I said, you know what? I should be jonesing.
You should be jonesing.
Yeah, I should
Welcome back to the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. You're invited to join our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central on InWheelTime.com, Facebook, and YouTube. We hope you check us out from our home base here at the Sugar Shack Studios. If you miss us, you'll be able to catch all the action on your favorite podcast channel. Time now for the racing calendar, sponsored by Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge.
Yeah, it's a holiday weekend coming up next weekend, so we've got some stuff cooking. IMSA is actually off this week. They'll be back in a couple of weeks, so check that out. They're going to be at Motorsports Park. Xfinity Series. Yesterday, the Xfinity ran in Atlanta. I didn't get any details and really didn't have an opportunity to watch it because I was doing other things last evening. Yeah, yesterday, the 27th. Mm-hmm. And then NASCAR, Saturday today, they're in Atlanta. NHRA, 26th through the 29th, which is happening right now. The Summit Racing Equipment NHRA Nationals, and that's at Equipment Motorsports Park is what they're calling it. And then Formula One, not till the end of the month, but they're going to be in the Austrian Grand Prix. So check them out if you want.
Bring out your accordion and put on your lederhosen.
Lederhosen and get your stein of beer.
Speaking of lederhosen, Mr. Mars has This Week in Auto History.
Yeah, buddy. Lots of things going on this week in auto history. So starting this week in 1906, it was the first French Grand Prix. Now, this was organized by the Automobile Club de France.
Ooh la la.
And it was the first official motor racing Grand Prix, which set the stage or the precedent for the modern Formula One racing. Now, also this week, coming up in 1956, the last true Packard rolls off the assembly line.
Man,
now, you say that because it happened at Detroit's Conner Avenue plant. It came off, but there were some Packards that were made and rebadged as Studebakers after that. But this is when the last true Packard came off the line. Also in 1957, Illinois enacted the first U.S. seatbelt law. Now, this became, originally compliance was kind of low. Nobody really kind of cared about it, but they really started pressing on it. And now it's mandated across the whole country. Then in 1966, the U.S. Senate passes the landmark auto safety bill. Now, if you'll recall back, Ralph Nader, produced in 1965, came out with his book Unsafe at Any Speed, and this mandated the law, which led to this law, which mandated dashboards, seatbelts, and crash testing, and actually reorganized and revolutionized car safety. Then, in 2001, the first installment of Fast and Furious premiered in U.S. theaters. Now, this is, for some reason, this thing took off about underground street racing, heavily modified cars like the Mazda RX-7 and the Dodge Charger.
I never saw that movie.
You never saw it?
Never saw it. No.
You don't get out much, do you?
No.
Well, it didn't interest me.
That's the first one. If you're going to watch any of them, that's the one to watch.
I was busy that day.
Also, in 2001, the last Plymouth rolls off the line. Now, this was Chrysler's long-standing marquee, and it ceased production, and the final model was a silver neon coming off the assembly line. And it marked the end of Chrysler, which started in 1928. This week.
Not the end of Chrysler, or the end of Plymouth.
What did I say?
End of Chrysler.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It says Chrysler consolidated their
I thought
marketing
Dodge had the
strategy.
neon. Chrysler had the, was it Dodge? Chrysler neon?
Plymouth neon.
Plymouth neon, okay.
Yeah.
I was confused because I know that they were small cars.
Well, we got to blow the dust off of these things, so we can bring them out.
I live confused.
Dazed and confused.
There you go.
Okay, news headlines.
Yesterday after dinner, endazement. Is that a word, endazement?
It is not. Tesla Incorporated self-driving taxi appeared to violate traffic laws during the company's first day offering paid rides, with one customer capturing footage of a left turn gone wrong and others traveling in cars that exceeded posted speed limits. Yeah! Mm-hmm. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is aware of those incidents and is in contact with the company to gather additional information. In a video taken by Rob Maurer, an investor, who used to host a Tesla podcast. The Model Y he is riding in enters an Austin intersection in a left turn only lane. The Tesla hesitates to make the turn, swerves right, and proceeds into an unoccupied lane meant for traffic moving in the opposite direction.
Nice. Nice.
And it was 14 years old, and you did the math. A honking horn can be heard as the Tesla re-enters the correct lane over a double yellow line, which drivers aren't supposed to cross. In two other posts on X, initial riders in driverless Model Ys shared footage of Tesla speeding. A vehicle carrying Sawyer Merritt, a Tesla investor, reached 35 miles an hour shortly after passing a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit sign. Well, I guess they got a little work to do. Representatives for Tesla and the Austin Police Department didn't immediately respond to requests for comment on the videos. The automaker recalled more than 362,000 vehicles in February of 2023 after NHTSA said its driver assistance system may allow cars to infringe on local traffic laws. A spokesperson for the city of Austin said it didn't receive any safety incident reports regarding Tesla's robo-taxis over the weekend.
It's because people were too scared.
Well, either that or they closed down the particular part of Austin that these things were going around in circles in. I don't know.
So it crosses double stripes, speeding.
All that.
And honking.
And you hear horns from the other people.
Ford Motor is recalling the majority of its salaried workforce back to the office 4 days a week. Employee automaker's latest effort to boost employee and company performance. Spokesperson said the new policy affects the majority of its global salaried workforce, but declined to provide a specific number. Ford notified employees June 25th, takes effect September 1st. Businesses around the world have grappled with how much flexibility to allow workers since the 2020 coronavirus pandemic. Some, such as J.P. Morgan and Amazon, have mandated that hybrid workers return 5 days a week. Everybody back to work. All right. We'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address is info@nwheeltime.com. And we will continue and say goodbye after these brief messages.
Who doesn't like a social event? How about one that centers around your love for all things automotive? Another Gulf Coast Auto Shield Car Social is back. Saturday, December 6th, 9 to noon at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. It's a morning packed with incredible cars, some of the finest rides in town, from classics to modern exotics. Here's your chance to talk to fellow car lovers. Grab a coffee and check out how Gulf Coast Auto Shield keeps these rides looking perfect. Meet the team. Take a look around the shop to see firsthand how Gulf Coast Auto Shield gets the most of the look you're trying to create. In Will Time will be there with their live car talk show. You might just be one of the guests. Don't miss this free, fun, and fast-paced car gathering of fellow car lovers and their rides. Saturday, December 6th at Gulf Coast Auto Shield, 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway. Bring your car, bring your friends, and bring your love for all things automotive. We'll see you then. The award-winning In Will Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWillTime.com, YouTube, Facebook, and podcasts available from your favorite go-to source, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In Will Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including driving destinations, Jeff's Car Culture, latest car news, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's all on InWillTime.com. Join us.
Well, that's all for this week's In Will Time Car Talk Show. Be sure and check us out online at InWillTime.com. We're always looking for new, informative, and fun automotive things to bring to our global audience. If you have an idea, event, or a road trip destination you'd like for us to feature, let us know. Our email address is info@InWillTime.com. When you're looking for award-winning car talk, you can find the In Will Time Car Talk Show 24/7 on the In Will Time app. When you're on the road this summer, grab a podcast from your favorite podcast provider, including the new SiriusXM podcast channel and Odyssey Radio's app. We video stream our live show every Saturday, 10 to noon on Facebook, YouTube, and InWillTime.com. The In Will Time video technical director is We Always Need More Jeff Zekin. The booking agent, video editor, people finder, and do-all Mike Out of This World Mars, Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Be safe out there. Stay cool. Have a great and safe 4th of July week.
Absolutely.
From all of us here at the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. We'll see you soon.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In-Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.